Let me take you to our next story, which is about Nike. Yes, ile Nike moja ile ya kiatu. Wait, actually, I think they actually do apparel as well, but we know them for their shoes. So these guys, I think I want to work for Nike because let me tell you what they've done. They have given all their workers 1 week off, like every single headquarter, offices zote, all of them across the US zimefungwa so that people can rest and they do not burn out. Yeah.
Ini kitu mzuri.
Lakini unajua pesa ikiwa inajitengeneza.
By the way,
you have the right to
hata nileta mnambo hata 1 month msipo work manze. Tuna
but you know in the US, the thing about the US, na wamelipwa exactly, they've been paid. But the thing about the US is people work 3, 4, 5, 6 jobs, okay, like to make money, because if you miss work, how lipwi, you're paid per hour, per day. So those guys make a lot of money from you as an employee being around, but wameambia wase go home and we're paying you. That's very rare. Like ukiona wale watu wametoka majuu ati they've come for holiday, those guys have worked like 3 jobs so they can like take 3 months off so they can come here.
So hii ruma ya Nyashinski ati alienda huko kufanya job ndiye akuje atoe ngoma, so it might be true.
It might be true, man, for real, because they pay really well, but it's really expensive to live there.
I feel like hiyo ni place moja yenye you have to work so hard so that you can earn your money.
A lot of money,
like it's not like Kenya unaweza legea but the money, it's worth you putting in the efforts. Una get sika hapa hivi Kenya unangangana lakini pesa kidogo peanuts.
Hakuna. Lakini sasa but hii story ya Nike, it's sijui kama most of the Kenyan companies could emulate that, because ukiangalia kuna hii kampuni hapa Kenya pia kuna hii kampuni ya hivi viatu ya wasichana wa campus inaitwango aje? Hapana. Ngoma.
Ngoma si wasichana wa campus.
Waambie wase waende home wa relax.
Waambie watu waende home wa relax. Yeah, then kitu kama hiyo happen, but
in Kenya
it's very good because
hii barabara unadhani italipwa aje?
Where
are you going?
But it helps. Imagine inasaidia kuwaza, because these are guys who ni kama ka team bonding kimpango. So it really helps to the employees. Hata wakirudi wanakuwa na design mpya sana ya kutengeneza hizi vitu. Joyce, unajua
very true.
Peke.
Hey bra. Baby boy, tumekusikia.
Si sorry.
But let me take you guys to the next story, which is rather kind of, it's just, you know, it's just one of those stories. You get, like, there's nothing exciting about it. And the base of this story was from one of us who goes by the name Presenter Ali. He is the host for East Africa Base, right? It's the show that comes before Chatspot.
Yes, that one.
So Presenter Ali had an interview with a lady called Miss P, who was signed to Willy Paul's record label. I'm going to use the word allegedly, because according to Miss P, what she said on that interview, can I just read what she said, right? Instead, you staki tu kusema, ndio nimesema it's rather a very, it's not really a good story. So ilikuanga, allegedly, this is what she said, he forced me to have sex with him, not once, not twice. I had to tell my mom because I had to get medical attention. I had to seek help, and my mom helped me, alhamdulillah. Otherwise, at this very moment, ningekuwa nimeshajifungua, or I will be 9 months pregnant. Okay, that is what she says. So Miss P has been doing music. She's done a couple of collabos with Willy Paul.
With Willy Paul, yeah.
And she also said this: I couldn't mix business and pleasure. He was selfish, and he could not allow me to work with other male artists. Okay, this is her being a signee to the label,
Saldido.
right? But they do have a couple of songs together. And the story is that, you know, Willy Paul went home to talk to her mom, and it's like they had a sort of agreement, right? And it's like I think she went back to do the music, but I'm using the word allegedly because you know, sexual harassment cases are quite very sensitive. And she went back, but still nothing changed. So according to the blog that wrote the story, they tried calling Willy Paul to get a statement, but they say, let me just read. Unajua sitaki kusema wapi hivi kusha alisema vitu zake. But he clicked and hung up the phone. That's according to Mpasho.
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, allegedly, if this story is true, and I don't have any reason to not believe Miss P, because we've seen this happen. Even you, Kush, as an artist, you've seen a lot of girls being taken advantage of by either the people who've signed them, by producers, by whatever. They promise you the world, and then they just want to sleep with you, and that's it. Okay, so I have every reason to believe Miss P, and if this is true, I don't know, Willy Paul just needs help.
Hiyo story sijui mimi nichukue pass Jupozea na kuaga mtu wangu mbaya sana.
Anakuwa na muziki poa,
but now you see at the end of the day, na kama if it's true, Pose did that particular thing. If it's true, it's actually bad, and it should be appointed to the rest of the male artists in Kenya, because ni hard sana wase kupatanga kudraw the line between business and pleasure. Unaona, alafu ukiona kitu yenye udem amefanya, it's like she did it out of money. Ni kama alitaka kukaa kwa ile label juu ya career yake, juu ya pesa. Unaona, she was in dire need of labda kuji-explore, talent yake ikuwe pale hivyo.
But that's what they do. They explore women who are like, oh my God, this is my only shot to make it.
If you're desperate for the fame and the hype and to make it in the music industry, trust me, you'll come around this sort of stories. You'll be put in very funny situations. And it's either you conform to it or you choose to look for another way to make it to the top.
Exactly.
I won't even lie. Exactly. And it's rather sad because we've had so many stories. And at the end of the day, you know, when you choose to go back to a situation, you already understand what it's like. Saying, you know, unajua nasemanga, you want the fame too much, you want the hype and the, you know, you want to make it in the music by force to a point that una fall for these things. But if you know who you are and you trusted you,
she's less.
Exactly. If you understand the person that you are, trust me, mtu atakwambia ati you have to do ABCD so that I do what? You'll be like, manzeka si yangu, si yangu, I'll wait for another opportunity. So at the end of the day, you know, it's the choices you make. How bad do you want it? And do you respect yourself enough to understand sometimes you might want it, but pia devil atakupatia zile vitu unataka. You get? Because kuna vitu zingine I do believe kama ni za Mungu hakuna venye you'll have to.
Binadamu atachukua.
Exactly, atachukua, but you need to be patient. Patience
so
is a thing.
we need people like you
but
kwa
also
industry.
she's very, you know, the thing is, let's not blame Miss P here, because for her it was sexual assault. She didn't jump into bed with this guy. And when you're young and naive and you're really like trying to make it, we've all made mistakes. We just got lucky enough to not be in such a situation. Even me when I was 21, 22, whatever age she was, I did some very stupid things. I just never got sexually assaulted, you know? So let's not blame Miss B here, and let's hope this is not true, because if it is... Anyway, let me take you to our next story, which is about, you know, Kenyans taking over the US. And you might wonder who I am talking about. There's this Kenyan American actor who goes by the name Sammy, aka Nagi Njuguna, apparently, and he's apparently Barack Jacuzzi's brother, I think older brother. I don't know if they are biologically related, but I know Barack is called Njuguna. I know he's called Njuguna. So this guy has been making his mark in the US Hollywood scene, and he started his career as a theater student, and then he went on to book some really big gigs like films like The Fifth Quarter, Black as Night, as Tunde, and series like ATL Homicide Season 2. He's also been on NCIS New Orleans, which I think he's there until today. So, you know, he's joined the likes of Akina Lupita, Eddie Githegi. Like, you know, we're just taking over the US slowly as Kenyans. So, proud of you, Sammy.
And you know, these guys are wako wengi, sio yeye pekee.
Si yeye pekee, kuna wengi sana.
Light yao imeshine huko hivyo nje. Sasa I think it all bounces back pia kwa ile proper upbringing. Unajua kuna watu wengine mazee unaraiziwa wewe ni actor ndakuact huko Jerry.
But I always say this, just to, you know, as we finalize on this story so that we can move on. If it's your time, it's your time. It doesn't matter where you're at, where you're from, but and what you've gone through. But ikiwa ni time yako in God's plan, it's going to happen. So, you know, congratulations to anyone who's gotten to where they are. And, you know, for all the hard work you put in. But yeah, that's all we had on Pop Spot today. You let us know on our SMS what you think and how you feel about the stories for today. Otherwise, we need to move on to Live Spot.